All right, so we're working on another problem where we're going to combine operations for us to simplify our expressions. In this problem, we will have fractions that we have to work with. So we have 5/12 a minus 1/4 times 2/3 a minus 8. So remember PEMDAS, that is the order that we want to work in. And before we can get started with anything else, we need to address this parenthesis. So that's the first step. So we're going to use the distributive property for us to take care of the terms within the parentheses. So it's going to look like this once we're finished. 5/12 a, we're just bringing that down. And then we have 1/4 times 2/3. So 1/4 times 2/3 a. Okay, and that's a negative times a positive, which means this is going to be negative or subtracting. And then we have 1/4 times 8. So 1/4 times 8. This is a negative and a negative, which will become a positive. So this is what it's going to look like. Now, what we need to do is figure out, remember the fractions, we need to figure out what that's going to be once we multiply those together. I'm just going to bring this down. So 5/12 a. And then we have 1 times 2, which gives us 2. 4 times 3, which gives us 12. So that's 2/12 a. Okay. And then we have a positive. This is a positive, right? So positive and a positive is a positive. And then we have a positive times a negative, which is going to be a negative. Okay. And then over here, we have 1 times 8. That gives me 8. And then 4 times 1 gives me 4. And then remember, the reason that we're saying that 8 wholes is the same thing as saying 8/1. Okay, so that's what we're saying. All right, and then we have a positive and a positive, which will remain a positive. Okay, so now what we need to do is combine our terms. So look at the different bins or the columns that we'll need. We'll need a column for our A's. This is going to go in our A column, and this will go in our constant. All right, so we have 5/12 a. Taking care of that. This is going to go in our A column. That's 2/12 a, and that's subtracting. Okay, and then we need 8/4. So we're going to create a column for our constant. So 8/4, and now we're just going to bring everything down. Okay, so this is going in a positive direction. This is going in a negative direction. So remember, you need to use subtraction. So 5 minus 2 gives me 3/12 a. Okay, and then we're just going to bring down that 8/4. So that's 8/4. And now we just need to simplify. So we have 3/12. 3/12. I know that I can divide both my numerator and denominator by 3. All right, so 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. 12 divided by 3 gives me 4. So that becomes 1/4 a. Okay, plus 8 and 4. So we've got 8/4. And I know that I can divide both of them by 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So this is the same thing as 2/1, which is the same thing as 2 wholes. So this is your answer here. 1/4 a plus 2.